In this video, I'm going to walk you through the setup for Amazon FBM SKUs as it relates to setting up kits. This is really important if you have the same product in the warehouse, but have different sales channels that have different SKUs for that same product. And if you don't have this set up properly at the SKU level, then orders will not get released because the system will not know that the same product is actually multiple different SKUs. And here's how we do that. I'm going to use Amazon FBM as an example, which is essentially if you're selling on Amazon and the warehouse is fulfilling the order of those products, there's a very good chance that the SKU that Amazon uses is different than the SKU that we have on the product at ShipLab or that is in your Shopify account. If it's not and you have the same SKU across every single sales channel, that's great. You don't need to watch this video because you're using the same SKU for all of them. But in many cases, Amazon will assign a SKU for that specific product through their sales channel. And it's important to make that connection on the ShipHero side so that when orders come in, we know that the product is the same as another one. And we do that by setting up a kit. We have another video that reviews how to deal with kits and bundles and set those up. And that's really helpful if you were to sell a bundle of, one SKU comes in and you want to have a backpack, a mug, and a hat. The kit functionality allows you to easily handle that within ShipHero. Well, we'll use the same functionality for this example, but we're just going to use a kit with a quantity of one of another SKU. So it's basically the same exact thing. In our test account, I have a test set up. And for this, we're going to use this red mug. And what we're going to say is that this red mug is the product that's in our warehouse. It's labeled as mug-red on the SKU, and that we are going to sell that same mug on Amazon. Now, when we connect the Amazon store, ShipHero will import all of the SKUs for that specific store, that marketplace. As an example, we're going to say that the SKU that came through was this FBM SKU test. This will say hypothetically came from the Amazon store. And you can see here, it says that we don't have any in stock, but we do have 5 of these red mugs. So what we want to do is we want to set this SKU up so that ShipHero knows to look at this for the inventory levels and for the order fulfillment. And the reason that we need to do this is that if an order comes through from Amazon and it's going to have this SKU on it, the order will not get released. It'll show as back ordered because system thinks that we don't have any inventory for this SKU. All right, so here's how we set this up. We need to go into this test SKU. So this is the one that's coming from Amazon, and we need to turn this into a kit. Now there's a few important considerations here. These need to be new SKUs that do not have inventory. If there is inventory for these SKUs in the warehouse, do not do this and stop right now and email us because there's certain steps that we need to take to make sure that that inventory doesn't just get disappeared from the system. Doesn't disappear from the system. And yeah, so that's really, really important. So your safety check here is just, do we have any on hand? No. If that says 0, then you can proceed with what you are doing. Okay, so now we need to tell the system that if an order comes through for this SKU, we actually want someone to go pick 1 unit of the red mug. And so what we do is we go down to kit components and we're going to search for the SKU that it actually is. It's mug-red. And you can see here now it added a quantity of 1 of the red mug. Right now, it shows that on hand is 0, but if we hit process inventory, which will refresh this SKU, you can see here now it shows as on hand 5. So if an order does come through from Amazon, it's going to release this order, assuming that it's just for 1 mug because we have 5 of them on hand. It's going to go tell the picking team that they need to go pick 1 unit of this red mug, which will then ship out and fulfill the order, and that will pass back this SKU to Amazon so that Amazon can mark that order as fulfilled and kind of complete the loop of that order. Again, if you do not have this set up, the orders will not get released. So it's very important to go through your SKUs from Amazon FBM that we're going to be shipping out once an Amazon store is connected to ShipHero and make sure that all of these are set. Additionally, if you do add new SKUs onto your Amazon marketplace, you need to make sure that you come back here and check your inventory and make sure that they're all set up properly. There's a few things you can do here on the filter side to just get a better idea and double check that these are all set. Remember that we set up a kit. So your first step would say, okay, show me the kit products. So these are the only ones that are a kit. The other thing you could do is add another filter that's called in-store. If you had an Amazon store connected, it would be listed here. So then you could show just the SKUs for that store. Now, if everything is set up properly, you would be able to see it. Let's say that there are 10 products on here. You would show 10 kits. And then if you did change this to say the Amazon store, you would need all those to still stay. So there's 10 as well. And that just confirms that every SKU that you've set from Amazon or that you're using in Amazon is set up properly as a kit within ShipHero, so that there is a connection there. We understand that these sometimes can be a little complicated with different SKUs across different sales channels and inventory and all that good stuff. So if you do have any questions, please always feel free to email us. That way we can help out and just make sure that what you set up is right and give it a spot check and do our best to help out. There's also ways to bulk update these kits within a CSV within ShipHero. And so if you'd like more information on that, we do have a video for creating kits and uploading that via CSV, or you can email us and we can help you out with that as well. Thanks.